it with Nikki. Drop it with Nikki. Drop it with Nikki. Drop it with Nikki. Drop it with Nikki.
Welcome to this episode of Jobbing with Nikki. Today I am joined by the FTF champion, Robbie Cardwell.
Hello, hi Nikki. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you for coming on. I just want to start by saying that I am surprised you have not been on my radar before.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I suppose I don't know if I've...
Your style, everything about you, your look, your wrestling style is just everything I love.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. And I suppose I don't know if I've UKW is the first kind of show I've done down in England since I want to say 2022. So just radar wise, I haven't really been down that way until today. Not today, until the other week. So I've not been down this way a lot. So hopefully we'll see more of each other in the future.
Oh, hopefully. Like I say, I was so impressed.
Oh,
I was like, well, I saw you in the ring when we first got there, and I said to my friend, I went, I'm going to like him. I can tell already.
The chains on his jeans makes me think I'm going to like him.
Yes, the chains, the holes in the jeans, everything. I was like, he's going to be my kind of wrestler. I just know it. And then just watching you in action, especially against someone like Evan Bishop, you just gelled so well. You worked so well together. The match was incredible.
Thank you. Evan's an amazing wrestler in itself, especially to put on a match like that and be as ready to go as he is, just coming back off an injury. Mad respect to Evan Bishop, because there's a reason he is UKW World Television Champion. Like I say, to come back from an injury, and he's defending the title every week since he won it. And I seen he wrestled 6 other people for the championship. Was a Friday there, so that is a fighting champion. So huge
definitely. But you'll have to come back and try again.
I know Robbie TV is going to happen. Robbie TV, I'm going to make it happen. I don't care whether it's today, whether it's next week, next month. Robbie TV, I am coming back for my rematch with Evan Bishop. If I need to do it title for title to get the rematch, I will do it title for title.
Oh, that'd be good.
That'd
be really good. But I think Eddie Castle's called him out as well now.
Back of the line, Edward. It's me first, Robbie TV.
But I know I've said to you in messages and that, the guys coming up to UKW from Iron Girders, you are all just insanely good.
Oh, thank you.
But sorry.
Sorry, how'd you go?
No, I was just going to say, I had the pleasure of meeting Wolfgang and working, I was doing ring announcing and stuff, and just sitting talking to him about Iron Girders and Molly, and it was just, like I say, yous are all just incredible.
No. Thank you. We appreciate that. And I think that is a testament to the quality and the coaching that the likes of myself, Brannigan, Martin McAllister and Eddie Castle have received from your Wolfgangs and our main coach over the last few years, BT Gunn. The likes of him, Kez Evans, whilst Wolfgang was in America wrestling for NXT, it was BT Gunn and Kez Evans that we were learning from, the best in Scotland, if not some of the best in the UK. So our quality is a testament to the quality of the people that were before us. So that is hats to the two of them, the three of them, if you will.
Yeah, definitely is. Did you go to a lot of Scottish indie shows and stuff before you became a wrestler?
No, I was all a WWE kid. So I had there would be a show that came to where I was from, Largs. It's a wee kind of coast. It's a coastal town in Scotland, it's as west coast as you can get. And they ran a show once every 2 years, and then they stopped because it just wasn't really a marketable area. There wasn't enough people to worthy bring a wrestling show. It just wasn't a good enough town. So I first kind of found out about Scotland having any form of actual independent scene when they put up the ICW documentaries on the BBC.
Oh, wow.
2014. So that was my first kind of insight to Scottish wrestling. And then from there, I wouldn't say I followed it or even kept up with it. I think when I seen it pop up occasionally, that was when I would be like, oh yeah, this is cool, I'll check this out. But then actually getting into wrestling and starting my training is what got me to look more into the kind of Scottish scene as a whole.
Yeah. There's always been such good talent in Scotland. So I used to go watch ICW quite a lot, when they'd travel down to Yorkshire and stuff like that. And I was a huge BT Gunn fan, and I went to a show in Sheffield, and I waited ages after the show just to have a photo with him. And this was like 2016, and.
Don't tell him that. Like I tell him stuff like this, and I'm like, oh yeah, I wasn't even like born when that happened, and he just looks at me and he's like, go away.
I do that all the time. You've seen the lads at UKW. Some of them are like 17, 18.
Yeah.
And I just end up mothering them. It's like... So how old were you when you started training?
I was 15 when I started. So I started in 2019, and I was kind of like, I wasn't committed with it, to be honest. It was a hobby. I was putting in hobby level interest. I was still at school. It was something to do at the weekend. I was given kind of part-time effort to it. I became more serious about it when we came out of lockdown. So kind of 2021. Over lockdown, I did a couple private sessions with BT Gunn, with Wolfgang at Iron Girders gym. And kind of after I met them was when I decided, right, I'm really going to give this 200%. Wrestling is absolutely where I'm going to put all my eggs in my basket, and I'm going to lead with this. And that was kind of when I started to take things seriously, which probably be like 2020, end of the year, and then I'd say coming into the summer of 2021 when we resumed full contact sports after lockdown. That was my kind of switch on. That was me going, right, this is it for me. This is what I want to do. I'm really going to give this a good crack. I've had a bit of a sample. I've been able to like barely work a match, and I've been able to do some drills. I've got to do like cardio in a ring and stuff. But this is definitely when I was giving it my all.
So this is it then. This is what you want to
do
forever. Yeah.
To make a career out of being a wrestler.
Well, I think, like I said, you've got the charisma in the ring as well. Because I know you were a heel at UKW, but I did earlier go on YouTube and seen some of you when your face, and like the crowd just love you.
Oh, it's so weird at UKW too. I can do both. I'm comfortable in. I know for some people it's being more comfortable in one role or the other, but for me it's just about being comfortable in my shoes.
Yeah.
Like I'm comfortable in my tassels, my boots. Doesn't matter if I'm a good guy or a bad guy. I am really comfortable with my ability to know that I can pull off both. But the response and the love in Scotland, nothing beats it. Like that to me is it's something I'm very grateful for. To recently, when I wrestled Judas Gray at our anniversary show, Judas is somebody who almost transcends that role of heel and face. He is just so popular. To me, that was a worry of this is my crowd, but are they going to kind of side with him more? And I had 160 strong chanting my name that night, which meant the world to me, to know that even across from him, that they are my people, they have my back.
That's amazing. It must feel so nice as well. I was going to actually touch on the scaffold jump.
Yeah.
Like, what possesses you to do things like that? Like, what goes through your brain?
So this is a story of two halves. I made my Iron Girders debut in 2022 in a Rumble match. And in that match, I got a concussion because I springboarded into the beam. So the beam that I jumped off of, I springboarded into that. I went up, and because I didn't like hit face first, I went up into it and hit like the top of my head. So ever since, like that stuck with me at the gym. Like it was all Robbie hits head. Like that was something that for years stuck with me. To now, had that match with Judas, biggest show Iron Girders is done this year. It's our first show of the year. We had Brian Kendrick there. I had to do something to one up almost just the him being there, like the aura of Brian Kendrick being in the room. I'm like, well, I need to do something crazy to try and just top his presence, I guess. So I thought, what better way to do it than to dive literally from the heavens?
Sometimes I watch some of the stuff that you high flying wrestlers do, and it makes my heart like flip flop. Because I'm like, they can't, like, I don't understand it.
Hit out of rubber.
So why, like, we've talked about, like, you were a WWE kid. So what made you think, I might want to do this at some point?
I think it was just like I can never remember ever wanting to do like a normal job. I guess like there was never a time where I was like a police officer or like a fireman. I always remember just wanting to be a wrestler. That is like day till I die. That was what I wanted to do. So I think just seeing like the way they would captivate an audience, or like the moves, the entrances, like just everything about what being a wrestler was, I think, just totally, it's like something captivated my brain to be like, this is what I want to do.
Is that, you've got the rock star energy as well? Like I said it on
yeah, like that.
It looks like he's just come from a gig and got in the ring. Like,
but that was like a love of that style of music as well. Like that was the kind of music I grew up with. So that and wrestling, like naturally they mixed together, and it kind of just came its way to be what I wanted to do.
It's like even the tassels are very like glam rock, which I love. Yeah. But so the FTF Championship, am I right in thinking you have held that for 205 days now?
Exactly, yes. Bang on.
Actually,
I checked this last night when I put up a post, because I was having to count how many days I'd been a champion for, and I think last night it was at 204. So to the dot, 205 days as FTF champion.
So cage match really up to date, because that's what
they are on the ball. Somebody is on that counter every day, and none of them.
Definitely. But I was looking at when you won it. And ladder match with some big names in there.
Yeah.
Like Harley Hudson, Casey Owens. Casey Owens is one of my favourite female wrestlers ever. Molly, Prince Levi, and Tommy Lockhart. Like, you look at them names, it's like, how did I not know who you were? Do you know what I mean?
I suppose I am I think the lesser of the names in that match. Like, I think so many people in that match have had great success. You say like the girls, for example, Harley Hudson signed to TNA. Molly Spartan has made a name for herself in Eve over the last few months, and Casey Owens has just an amazing reputation in the UK in general for being one of the best women's wrestlers. So you can put her in a match with anyone and she'll deliver a 5-star match. That is the reputation she has.
Yeah.
And then on the men's side, you've got Prince Levi, who had came off, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he'd worked for Ring of Honor not long before this. He'd done Ring of Honor, he's been on WWE TV a few times, and then Tommy Lockhart, who has just made a name for himself up and down the UK with, I guess, like the way he grabs a crowd, the attention and the gimmick and the look and everything. He's been making a name. And I kind of came off what I'd kind of like jolted down to a bit of a stalemate of a year. I'd had a tag team, we split up, I had a couple singles matches. I was just kind of momentum moving. I was like chipping away, just kind of like getting reps in, I guess. I was just staying consistent.
Yeah.
And I probably had the less of a year compared to the other 5 names in the match.
Wow. But like, so how did it feel to know you were winning that match? You were.
I think, fine. Like when we eventually got the call, it was. I was a bit taken aback. most of the match got changed a couple of times. The Comic-Con is a 2-day event, so we build the ring on a Friday. So I work for Fan Frontier as well sometimes and help out with the events. So on Friday, I went in, built all the props, helped set up all the stage kind of stuff. Later on in the afternoon, the ring comes in, and I get told, oh yeah, it's a 6-way ladder match for the title. That's the Sunday main event. Already I'm thinking, like, that's cool in itself, just to be in that match, to be in a ladder into main event, the SEC, which is right next door to the Hydro, where ICW ran some of the biggest shows in Scottish independent wrestling. So that's cool in itself. Saturday, we find out it's actually just going to be a 6-pack challenge. Ladder match isn't feasible. We're going to go with a 6-pack challenge. Still cool. It's the main event. Sunday. Nope. Back to a ladder match. Robbie, you're taking the belt home. Like, that is
Wow.
what a roller coaster of a weekend.
And then did you have to take the ring down after as well?
Yeah. The come down of winning the belt backstage and like, cool, time to get the ring down, and then also dismantle the Comic-Con once the ring's down. That was I broke my fingers as well. So I was walking about with like, we couldn't even find any medical equipment, so I had like a wooden fork and just like sellotape to hold my fingers in place because I'd done something in the ladder match. I came off the ladders and just hit like hand first, and one of my fingers was out of place.
So you couldn't even really celebrate.
No, but I was pretty useless for the rest of the day, but I was having fun.
But you have, like, I was looking through, and you fought the likes of Martin Kirby as well.
Martin Kirby. That is one of my favourite matches. I've been lucky enough to share a ring with him twice. Once when I was 18, and it was my third match. And then he was the first match after I unified the championships in a hardcore match. So getting to go almost two total opposite ends of the wrestling spectrum of hardcore match and then wrestling Martin Kirby. Like, both amazing, but on the total opposite ends of...
Yeah, definitely.
He's one of my favourite opponents, and it was nice for him to get to see the evolution in my work from when he'd worked me when I was 18 to then being 21 at the time. No, I'd have been 22 when I worked him again.
But he doesn't age, does he, that man?
No, he almost gets younger.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm on this quest to find out how old he actually is. And people have told me, and then I've Googled it, and he still tells me it's all wrong. And I'm like, just tell me how fucking old you are, please.
He has discovered the fountain of youth, and he's not telling it quite right, to be honest. I'd be saying that. Absolutely.
I found a picture of me and him from 2015. I sent him it. I was like, you don't look a day older. Like, what is your secret?
Wrestling loads. Apparently, just loads of wrestling.
But I've been told, like, he's such a good person to work. Like, he hits like a feather.
He's amazing. Like, I was quite nervous working him for the second time. More so than the first, almost, because I wanted him to be able to feel the change and feel like the upgrade and the evolution, and not just me as a worker and me as a person. Like, being 18 and being 22, it's a 4-year gap, but it's two very different kind of stages of life.
Yeah.
And we just got to have a really nice conversation after the match, which kind of reassured and put at ease everything I'd been nervous about. So he is like just awesome, and I've never get a bad thing to say. Nothing but nice things to say about Martin Kirby.
Now, I did get a couple of questions in for you. One is a two-parter, so we'll go with this. Oh. So who was your childhood wrestling hero?
So I kind of like a two-part answer, kind of for a two-part question. Okay. Everyone expects the answer to be Jeff Hardy. It's not, because by the time I started watching wrestling, Jeff was in TNA. Jeff wasn't in WWE. Jeff was having his second go at TNA. So to me, the kind of number one guy was Cena, and then it was Punk. That was my kind of two. But then being able to backlog and see like Jeff Hardy on like DVDs and stuff, that was when I went, oh no, he's really cool. That's my
So choose CM Punk or John Cena for the next part of the question. Pick
okay.
one. Pick one.
Let's go for Cena.
Right. Would you rather hold tag gold with him or defeat him for the world title?
Oh, defeat him for the world title.
You
beat him for
picked
the
the
world
right
title.
person.
Yeah, I think had that been Jeff, or even Punk, I don't know, because I still like to pin Punk. I think that'd be really funny. But then being tag champions with Jeff would be really cool. Because I wouldn't want to beat him for the world title because I love him so much. But I'll pin John Cena any day of the week for the title.
I feel like you and Jeff Hardy would just be arguing over who's jumping off the highest thing.
Who gets to jump off the biggest ladder?
Yeah. That'd just be a huge argument. And also, who has the better Scottish accent? Mel Gibson in Braveheart or Shrek?
Shrek.
That was so off the bat as well.
Yeah, I've thought about these kind of things before. You need to be prepared for any kind of question in life. You never know. I might stop you on the street and ask you this question.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I tend to go around shows and just ask random crap anyway. So
there's always somebody.
There is. I just thought of something. I was going to say actually, because I have had a few Scottish people on my show, and I have never known. Like they've said, oh well, all Scottish accents they do sound different, and I've actually noticed it today.
Mine's is really posh. I've got a pure.
Yeah, you're posh Scottish.
I've got a pure crap posh Scottish accent. It's because I'm literally from. It's because it's from Largs. It's considered like a nice bit in Scotland. So when I show up to the Glasgow shows, everyone's like, "Why'd you sound like that?" Posh accent.
Yeah, I mean, when I was announcing Wolfgang, I asked him for his info, and I couldn't understand him.
Yeah,
and Molly was stood next to him, and I went, "I don't know what he's saying. Can you translate it, please?" And I felt so stupid. This was like the first time I'd spoken to Wolfgang, and I'm just like, "I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry."
English, please don't. He speaks in riddles sometimes.
Oh, but you've fought BT as well, haven't you? You've had a match with
BT. I was really, really lucky to get a match with BT.
Yeah, how does that feel when you're fighting your coach?
Again, such a bag of nerves going into it. Like, this is my coach, and I've never wrestled him before. Because in Iron Girders, we've always kind of worked face. So the dynamic has never really, like, we've always been tied up with other things. We've never had that match. So getting to work him last year and to me be the heel was totally not what I ever expected my first time working him to be. So again, nervous as anything, but also just really excited to get to wrestle my coach. And I thought I actually had quite a good chop, right? I was convinced that I was getting pretty good at my chops, and then he gave me one, and I was just like humbled immediately by it. I'm hitting him the whole match. I'm thinking, yeah, these are really good. One chop and my chest is almost like bleeding red. And I'm, yeah, okay. I need to work on these again. These are not.
Working on your chops. Fight him again next year.
Yeah, it'll still be the same. He'll just hit me harder. You'll see that. Like, cool, I need to hit him harder.
But you want, honestly, right? I've said it to you a number of times. I'm so tempted now to travel to Scotland because I want to come to an Iron Girders show so bad now.
They're so much fun. We've got one at the end of the year. I'm really looking forward to. It's our big over 18 show. Iron Kingdom, we call it. So I'm really looking forward to that again. That was one of my favourite events we did last year.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to take the trip. But I've never left, like, England. So, but I think my friend is wrestling up at Iron Girders in June. So, I say my friend, my little bro, Sammy Blue, he's coming back to Iron Girders in June.
Yes.
And I said to him, I said, oh, I'm tempted.
I believe I am also wrestling on the same show.
Oh, you need to wrestle him because, right, I saw a clip of you as a face and you're strutting and you're dancing and he does the same stuff. Like, someone said, who was it? I think it was George Hunter on Saturday. Because I mentioned like that, I thought you were brilliant. And he was like, it's the crop top and the hair. He's just like Scottish Sammy. And I'm like, that's it. They need a match.
It's something about the long hair and the crop tops. It's like a superpower.
Yeah, I think it is. But I would love to see that match. Absolutely love it. I need it to happen.
That would be fun. No, exactly.
Yeah.
I never got to see the show where Sammy wrestled in February. I wasn't able to attend that and see it. So to see in June, it'll be fun to see them, and then maybe further down the line we could run something. That'd be a lot of fun.
Definitely. Now, shall we play Would You Rather?
Okay, let's go for it.
I did go for some unhinged-ish questions.
Oh
no. They're all wrestling related.
Oh no.
So this one's quite... Would you rather have to wear Rey Mysterio's mask forever or never wear shoes again like Matt Riddle?
Oh, I'd rather wear the mask.
Forever?
Yeah, forever. I like shoes.
You like shoes?
Yeah, you can't style feet with anything. Like, you can at least style your mask, but just have your feet
Paint
out.
them.
Hmm?
You could paint your feet.
You could, but that's a lot of effort. That's a lot of pain and a lot of time spent washing your feet. Like, that's, I'd rather just
would you rather be trapped in a lift for 8 hours with Paul Heyman talking nonstop or Randy Orton staring at you silently?
Oh, Paul Heyman yapping.
I love Paul Heyman. I would choose the same thing. I think he's like God to me.
That thing as well, like, you don't know if you're going to get RKO'd in that lift. I honestly think the paranoia would get to you before the 8 hours of Paul Heyman talking would.
Yeah, I think it would. Right. Theme music be Baby Shark or your entrance pyro goes off randomly every time you get interviewed?
The entrance pyro goes off every time I get interviewed.
Do you hate Baby Shark?
Yeah.
I can tell by your face.
You couldn't pay me to come out to that song.
I sit next to you, KW, where you're
No.
Down. Put it on, please.
I'll refuse. I'll not.
You're going to come out and do the dance. Right. Would you rather get stone cold stunned every morning or sweet chin music every night before bed?
Sweet chin music, because I end up staying up late and I don't fall asleep that well. So at least if I get kicked in the face, it'll help me go to sleep.
Would you rather have your finishing move be a hug or a firm handshake?
A firm handshake.
It can't be a firm handshake, can you?
Funny. It's funnier, I think. You like firm handshake someday and they throw them into the ground.
Yes. See? You're always thinking.
Exactly. It doesn't stop.
Would you rather do a serious promo on a tiny plastic chair or hanging upside down?
Tiny plastic chair.
I thought you were going to say hanging upside down.
The plastic
Really?
chair's funny. Imagine like this scathing heel cutting this promo, and the shot slowly pans out, and he's sitting on this tiny plastic chair.
Yeah.
Cinema.
That would be. I've actually seen a really tiny pink plastic chair be used as a weapon in a hardcore match.
There you go. It's brilliant.
Would you rather your Titantron be baby pictures of you crying or your school reports?
Oh, I'm going to get made fun of either way.
Yeah.
Probably the school reports, because at least like it's nothing new. It just says shit on it.
Surprisingly, mine all said she talks a lot. Power bombed into a giant cake or suplexed into jelly?
Suplexed into jelly.
Oh, that's going to be disgusting though.
Exactly, that's good. Okay, like, yeah, why not? That's probably the more unhinged of the two. Why not?
And I feel like I already know what you're going to pick on this, given your previous answers, but your entrance vehicle be a mobility scooter or a tiny tricycle?
Tiny tricycle.
That's what I thought you were going
Tiny tricycle.
Last one. Would you rather every ladder in a ladder match be greasy or every cage door be really, really squeaky?
Oh. The squeaky, because like, is the ladder just naturally greasy or if somebody put on it?
Let's just say naturally greasy.
Really greasy. Oh, the squeaky door. Squeaky door.
I don't
Like,
know.
you put some of the ladder grease on the door, then you might go.
I don't know, honestly. There's a gate at school and it creaks every time it opens and closes, the car gate, and it's awful. It goes through me.
Team squeaky gate.
So, if you had to pick a dream match, well, let's go 3 dream matches if you can think of them.
3. Okay.
3 dream matches.
I'll try keep them all different then. I think within like endless possibilities, endless amount of money, it is WrestleMania main event, me and Jeff Hardy, and some form of stipulation. Ideally something that like we can be around the whole arena and dive like all the props and stuff. Some form of like ladder match or a hardcore match.
Greasy ladder match.
A greasy squeaky cage match.
I always remember when he got like the cage door between his like, oh, that was awful. Sorry, I cut you off.
I think within Scotland, I'd love to wrestle BT Gunn again. That's one that I'm always gonna have like tippy top of the list. I think that is gonna be it. And a third one, I am gonna get the Studley boys back together for one night. So that was me and my tag partner Gabe. We dressed up as the Dudley boys and called ourselves the Studley boys.
I love that.
And I would have us wrestle prime Dudley boys and just get the shit kicked out of us. Just wind them up and then get beaten up for real.
I love the Studley boys. That's amazing.
We had so many names that because it was a family show, we could not use.
I can imagine.
I had a list, and they went, "That is the Studley boys is the only one you can use." We're like, cool.
And promotions. Is there any promotions like UK that you've got your eye on?
I don't know, because I know like everyone always says, "Oh, I'm watching this company," but I kind of just like to keep an eye on everything. Like I like generally like I know everyone has like a place or two, but I just love wrestling. Like I love meeting new people. I love wrestling. I love just being a wrestler. So I just want to wrestle everywhere I can. Like this year, I've made it my mission to push myself out there more. I have been trying to get some stuff internationally as well. A big goal of mine was to make this the FTF International Championship instead of just the Interpromotional Championship.
Ooh.
So I think in regards to like companies, obviously I'd love to come back to UKW. I had a lot of fun down there. I recently worked for FCW in Scotland. I'd like to try and keep some momentum going there. I just want to wrestle. Like, there's so many great companies, like too many to list and name. I suppose you've got your big ones like your Progresses, your Rev Pros, ICW. I think getting back on a big main stage like that is definitely always a goal. But just wrestling and putting out good quality matches and matches that I can be proud of is something that I'm really hammering in this year.
That's a lovely answer. I just sat here like, oh. I've noticed a lot of like the younger wrestlers, as like yourself. You all seem very clued up and tuned in, and just love what you're doing.
Yeah, I
And
think
it shows to fans that you're loving what you're doing in that ring.
I think that's what builds the connection, though. I think if you watch anything, like anything in general, and you can see that like the person performing, whatever it is not into it, it totally takes you out of the experience.
Yeah.
Why go to the circus if the people look miserable and don't want to be there?
Yeah.
Why would you go back? Imagine going to like a wrestling show and the good guys, the guys you're meant to be cheering, just look like they can't be bothered. They're phoning it in. This is just another night for them.
Yeah.
Money up the road. What's the point? Like, why are you still wrestling at that point?
Yeah.
Because you're not benefiting anyone. You're not benefiting yourself. You're not benefiting the people you're wrestling, and you're not benefiting the people that are paying to see you wrestle.
Yeah.
Whereas if I go out there, and as long as I still love wrestling and I can still perform, my body can still perform, then I am going to go out there and give an audience 200% every time. I'm going to wrestle every match like it's my last match. If you're not giving them the best version of yourself, why should they care?
Yeah.
That's
totally.
like, yeah.
Totally. This is what I mean. Like, all your brains are just switched on at your age now.
Yeah.
Like, I remember seeing younger wrestlers like 10 years ago, and they didn't have the same mindset that you all seem to have now. No offense to anyone.
Well, I think it was different then, though. I think 10 years ago as well, I think there was this thing of like, oh, save your bumps and all this, and like, you know, keep the big stuff for the big matches.
Yeah.
You don't get the big matches if you don't perform in the little matches.
Yeah.
You are like just kind of head above the water for all the little matches. Then when it comes to the big matches, you're not going to be the one that gets the spotlight. Whereas if you are giving it 200% in the little matches, well, then when the big matches come around, you're going to be the one that gets picked for the big matches because you've been given it 200%. You get back what you put in. That's if you put in a hobby level interest, you will get given hobby level results.
Yeah.
If you put in absolutely, I'm fully committed to this, sign me up, boss, levels of results or levels of input, you will get the results back. Like, I'm not FTF champion because I show up 10 minutes before doors and I leave 10 minutes once my match is done.
Mm-hmm. I was just going to say that, like, you're proof of that. You know, you said you did it for hobby standard and then you took it serious and you got to be the FTF champion with some big names in the match. Like, you got to beat them people, you got to perform with them people. I was like, I'm so jealous that you wrestled Casey Owens. Like,
I drop kicked her off a ladder.
Oh, what?
At Casey. I meant it with love. It was we've tagged together before, like every day, like she is. I know she's like the mother of chaos, but she would be like the mother figure at Iron Girders. Again, I met her like BT Gun and all that when I was like 16, and I think ever since then they've all just kind of took me in and been like, no, he's ours. We'll be nice. So they've always been really good to me. So it was a drop kick. Love.
Don't do that again.
I think I hit the ladder more than I hit her, if that makes it better.
She actually came down to Leeds, was it last year? For the True Grit show. And I was in awe. I got a picture with it. I hardly ever get pictures with wrestlers anymore. I was like, I need a picture with Casey Owens. Moxie Malone as well, though. I'm a huge fan of Moxie Malone. You seem to have had quite a few run-ins with Moxie Malone.
Quite a few is an understatement.
But, you know, like I say, I want to see you more places. I want to see you everywhere. I want to be able to be like, right, Robbie's on that show. I'm off to that show.
Oh, thank you. That is what my goal was. I was really hoping that with the trip to UKW that this could be the start of branching out into England a wee bit more. I'm trying to make a better habit of, if I know my friends are going somewhere, shooting them a message, hey, is there space in the car? And if so, just jump in the car, take your stuff with you just in case, and just go help out. Like, this is how I got my bookings, and got my work at FCW. I had friends who were on the show. I went to support them. I helped out with the ring and just the general setup of the venue, and it led to me getting some contact from them and some work off them for the year. So that's how wrestling works. I think again, you got to put yourself out there. So I'm going to make it my mission this year to jump in more cars and just travel more and just put myself out there. Try and make as many experiences as I can.
Yeah. Well, that's what we want. We want Evan Bishop versus Robbie Cardwell, both titles on the line at WrestleBration. That's what we want.
Exactly. Robbie TV.
Robbie TV. But you do coach as well. You do coach.
Like quite recently.
Yeah, and I don't mean this to sound weird, but you're so young. Like, does it feel strange to be a coach?
I think yes and no. I suppose I was lucky enough to come in at a time where, because the classes were kind of getting back after COVID, I got kind of just flung in with everyone. Yeah. I got to kind of skip an intake and just kind of fly in under the radar almost. But now the actual structure has been brought back to classes, because I help out with, because I do 3 classes a week if I can, plus the fitness classes at the gym. Being one of the more experienced persons on the show and just in the gym in general now, I was already helping out with some of the classes, and then when BT went on holiday at the start of the year, it just happened to be that there was a bit of a break in this schedule and they needed somebody to fill in. So I put myself forward. I said, hey, whilst you're away, can I take a couple classes? And he was like, you know what, go for it. I trust you enough. Which then led to, when he came back, everyone really enjoyed me taking some of the classes, and I was given the beginner's course on a Saturday morning to take. And I'm lucky enough that whenever there is, if somebody needed to coach one-to-one sessions, or if somebody needs last-minute cover for a class, if I'm not already covering or taking a class, they ask me to take it, which, again, with the age, I know can put some people off, because some people think, well, he's only 22. What does he actually know? I find those are the people that shouldn't be wrestling. Those are the ones that just, you've got no business being where you are. Anyone that is open-minded and willing to listen, no matter how old I am, I think at the end of the day, my championships won, the matches that I've had, and just my overall experience is enough body of work. And even just to get the blessing of BT Gunn to say, no, he's in charge, or listen to him, is blessing in itself. If that's
says it all, that, doesn't it, really? If someone, the level of BT Gunn has that trust and faith in you and belief in you that you can do it, then that says it all.
If somebody thinks that's not good enough, that's their problem. That's how I look at that. If BT Gunn is saying, no, Robbie's taking class tonight, anyone's got a problem with that, that's on them.
Yeah. But there's again, it's that mindset that you seem to have through just talking to you for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I can see how passionate you are, but also how your mind works. You're always the silly questions. You were straight on. Well, that'd look good. That'd look good. That'd look good.
I was thinking. Sometimes it's a blessing and a curse, though. Sometimes
I think it's the blessing being in the work that you're in, because someone comes to you and say, "I want to do this. I'm not sure how it would work." It seems like you'd be on the spot, do it like this.
I can just pick away at it. I think it's been something that I've been really blessed with working with such minds like, again, BT Gunn, who can take anything, break it apart, put it back together again. He can break stuff down and refine the little stuff. So being that as my coach, that is just slowly developed with me over the last few years as well.
You just seem so mature for your age, right?
Thank you.
It's a good thing in wrestling.
Yeah, absolutely.
If the older or whatever generation don't want to learn from you, then that seems like their loss, in my opinion.
Exactly.
So before we offend anyone, what have you got coming up?
So over the next few weeks, it's weird. I've got a mix of wrestling and like fun non-wrestling stuff. So this weekend, I am in Dundee for Decon with FCW. They've got like a cosplay Comic-Con themed Rumble and stuff. So hopefully I'll maybe be in that dressed up as somebody. We have got HorrorCon at the SEC on the 11th of April. It's run by a great organisation who put on FantasyCon last year, which was like mythical themed. It was very like dragons and like wizards and stuff. A lot of fun. A lot of us wrestlers get to work that. And we did HorrorCon in October as well. So it's all like, it's horror themed. It's what you'd expect. So I've got that on the 11th. But the big one on the 17th of April, it is an FTF Championship defence. It is the main event of Edmonton House. It is Super Slam, and it's going to be myself against Prince Levi.
And from what I can tell online, has this been building for a while?
So, yes and no. The actual match in itself, we've only been building that since March, since the anniversary. Levi won #1 contendership when he beat Leighton Buzzard and then jumped me at the end of the night. Match set up. I think he's made it pretty clear. But as one of the first people I think I remember coming up to me at a show and being like, good job tonight, like you did really good, and has always made time with me, if that makes sense. Like he is the picture of us from like 2022, he has always been one of the first people to kind of always just chat away to me and always give me his time and look at me as an equal, even when I was like kind of just starting to get serious about wrestling. Yeah. And has always helped me with like my fitness and just wrestling in general. He is somebody that has big brothered me for basically as long as I can remember. So the match has a lot more than just championship significance for me. Don't know if he feels the same these days. But for me, this match is more than just like a championship. This is the chance to finally overtake Big Brother as, I guess, the face of Iron Girders.
Oh, see, such lovely stories.
I've got stories.
But we will start wrapping it up now because I feel like I've just been taking up all your time.
I know.
But where can we find you online? Obviously, you've got Instagram, whatnot.
So that is kind of the main place to find me. Twitter or X, whatever it's called. I think my profile picture is me winning King of the Fling from like 2 years ago now. So I don't update that. I don't use it. If you want to follow me there, go for it. Main place to get me and keep up with everything I'm doing inside and some stuff outside of wrestling is Robbie Cardwell PW on Instagram.
I did have IGPD King of the Fling Championship. 239 days with that one as well.
I know. I'm trying to break my own record. I'm gunning for 240 with this one. Anything about 240.
No, you just need to get to a year with one of them. Just get to a year.
I love it. I've got a lot of fun stats. I'm the youngest holder of both titles. So no one younger than me has won either championship.
Oh, wow.
I've got the most defences as the King of the Fling, I believe. I don't think anyone's came close to as many matches with the title as me. And I also think I'm approaching the same kind of numbers with the FTF Championship. I think I'm pretty on track to have the most defences with that as well.
Wow. See, check this guy out. Like, I honestly, like I said in the beginning, I don't know how he slipped under my radar, but I am very glad that I now know who he is. And I will be going through and watching more of your matches because I've been flicking through them earlier and I'm just like,
I've got loads. I've got a backlog stored on my phone. So some stuff is on Iron Clash TV on the Iron Girders YouTube. And I've got a bunch of stuff saved as well. So,
well, get them all uploaded so I can watch them. But as always, I have been Nikki. This has been Jobbing with Nikki. Go check out Robbie Cardwell. Please do. I implore you, because he is incredible. And hopefully we will see him in England a bit more. See him at UKW. See him anywhere. Just
I'm gonna jump Evan Bishop one day. I'm gonna jump Evan Bishop. Just come and steal the World TV Championship. He's
gonna come down in that car with his mates, and he's just gonna jump you.
Me and Brannigan jump Evan Bishop.
Sorry, Evan. You know I love you, but I'm gonna use that as a clip, calling Evan out. Thank you so much, Robbie, for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
I really hope I see you again soon, wrestling.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
Jobbing with Nikki.